So today we're actually going to be talking about this meeting that recently took place where we have the 6 Bs that that were on full display here. Okay, first off, I just want to say this is kind of ratchet what's going on up in there. You would kind of think like, okay, you got these Congress women and men, and everyone's civilized and representing everything how they're supposed to be, ever so professional about it. That is not the case, because these people, we all know who started. Okay, so essentially what happened was you had Marjorie Taylor Greene, who she started just saying some stuff, and everyone's just like dumbfounded, like, what are you referencing? What are you talking about? And then she just is saying some stuff, and then Jasmine Crockett was like, I'm sorry, do you know why we're here? She's like, what are you talking about? And then Marjorie goes and says, I think, because she said maybe you can't read, I think your fake eyelashes are messing it up. So that's when you had, one of the men there, he was order, you can't do that, that's not right. The AOC, which, yes, she had her back in this regard, Crockett's back, where she goes and says, like, that's absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person? Go and strike your words. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's like, I'm not apologizing. I said what I said, whatever, right? So that's the thing. She then goes and says, why don't you debate me, to AOC? AOC said, I think it's going to be self-evident, like, why? Like, what's going on? Then Marjorie Taylor Greene goes and says, yeah, you don't have enough intelligence. Now, this is the thing. She obviously is problematic with all of this, okay? Then you have James Comer, who actually says, Miss Greene, do you agree to unanimous consent to strike your words? She really didn't want to do it because she just wanted to flex, like, oh, look at me, I could go and say whatever I want to you because I can. And then she was like, what, they're just words. So that's what she said. She said, like, what, they're just words, like, get over it, I could say whatever, why are you being so soft? So then that's when Jasmine Crockett follows it up by saying, I'm just curious to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's beach blonde, bad build body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct? Okay. And then, of course, James Comer, he says, whatnot. He said he has 2 hearing aids, so, he was having difficulties. And it was a whole bunch of stuff going on. It was a lot of commotion that was happening. You even had a lot of there was a lot of the people, like, you could see next to Crockett, you could see the guy next to Comer, and they're just like this, like, because they're like, this is hilarious, But this is the thing. You had this woman, Greene, who thought it was okay simply to just go out and disrespect people. You just thought it was okay that you could just say whatever you want just to mess with somebody because you're you. Well, that was the problem. What I actually want to do is show you a bit of the clip, and then we'll come back.
You know what we're here for? We're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen,
Ms. Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Okay, so as you all can see, yes, it was a mess. People were yelling over each other. Obviously Crockett was upset. Greene was just like, whatever. And then you had the lady right next to Greene. She was the one that was in some kind of performance theater, and she was vaping, and then lied and said she wasn't vaping, but whatever. Okay. But this is the thing about all of this. It's like, you think that you could just come up here, disrespect this woman, say, oh, you can't read because you have on fake eyelashes? What does that have to do with anything? So what? Okay, she got a fake eyelash, she got a weave in. Okay, who cares? I don't, what does that have to do with anything? That's why AOC was like, yo, you can't, what are you doing? You can't just come up here and just start talking about someone's physical appearance just because you're you. Like, how was that okay? How was that right? You know, overall, like I said, this was a mess. This was an absolute mess. Okay. You have people who, on social media, has been a lot of memes and all types of stuff. But the thing about it, though, that gets me is how people are making it seem like, I mean, obviously the 6Bs, okay, that's hilarious in of itself. But the thing about it that also gets me is how people are trying to make it seem like Marjorie somehow, some way is a victim in all of this. Like saying like, oh, she went and said beach blonde, bad built body. Like, oh, you see, look. And it's like, well, did y'all watch the whole video? Or did y'all just watch that little highlight clip? Because if you watch the whole thing, you would see how nobody was understanding where Marjorie was trying to go with what she was trying to go with. And then she went and insulted her hair. And then she had all the attitude with AOC and with Comer and saying, I'm not apologizing, you know, pretty much I'm going to do whatever I want. Did we omit that part? And then we just skipped ahead to this? I'm just curious because to me, I was just looking like, how did y'all not see that? Or how did y'all not hear that? How are you all making it seem like, oh, Crockett is just the big bad wolf? Meanwhile, Marjorie is not. But y'all, let me know what you all think about said story down below.